All right. Happy Saturday night. Yes, I was enjoying the Hallmark Channel movie. I don't need to watch the other one. And I'm having some lemonade for this evening, so welcome for this December 15th. Just another week or so for Christmas. Yay! Anyway. Hello, Steve. How are you? Tim, Yugi, Quint, and the rest of the gang. Welcome. Let's get some people in here before I grab another Kleenex. It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right, there we go. There you go, Sir Tim. Let's get our returning champion Thomas in here. The champion of fire. I had to stop watching Tom's Friday night streams, man. I keep blowing out speakers. It's expensive. Okay. Quint, there you go. I'll wait for some people to come in for tonight's Spirit of Christmas special live cast. Yay! Steve, you don't have to pull out your hair because the last Hallmark movie I saw, the girl gets the guy. It's a happy ending. Fedora is one of those distros that you have to get used to. I got used to without it, thank you. Hello, Vince. How are you, mate? Benjamin? Mr. Ray. Oh, about retail and Christmas. Ah, yes, I remember the corporate life. My dear friend, I might be going back into it next year. It's the last thing I want to do. But I hear you, mate. I hear you. Well, feel free to rant. Steve, you can join if you wish.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How's my sound?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Very good.
So I am on Pop OS 1810,
Oh,
and I am using Opera right now.
okay.
So we will see. We shall see.
Are you not using those Chromebooks anymore? You're just gonna
No,
hop?
I've been playing with Linux too much. I've been using it for personal stuff,
Uh-huh.
doing the Hangouts and everything, and I've been doing a little bit of stuff to help a friend of ours. So I've been more
Okay.
on the PC side of life.
Okay.
There is the
Hello,
Fedora,
Quint.
Hi.
the Fedora Star.
The Fedora Jedi Master is in the house. Hello, Quint.
Sorry, my computer is being really slow.
Yeah, you're really slow. Yeah. Hi, Thomas.
Hopefully my camera works.
I don't know what the deal. This computer is just. This is my cheap laptop that I have because I'm at my cousin's house now.
Yeah,
and
your
this
frame
computer's
rate is
being-
choppy. Yeah.
Yeah, frame
Yeah,
rate's
it's
weird,
not the.
so-
I don't think it's the internet. The internet here is fast.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I
it
can hear
might-
you fine.
Yeah, it might be the it might just be the either the Wi-Fi signaling or
I'm right here where the router is.
But however, the other factor is it might be an issue of the ability of the. Not all network cards are fast. If the computer has a cheap network card that can't pull enough bandwidth, that might be that.
Yeah, let me try refreshing to see if that helps.
Okay. Yeah, Ricky, check your email. Steve, check your email. Dan, you can join. Let me.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I just sent you a message in the Hangout chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've got my fill of Hallmark
today. Am I still lagging?
Yes.
I don't know what it is. I think it's it has to be the network card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you go into your settings and drop your frame rate? I'm not sure you can or not.
I've never had issues on this computer though.
What OS are you running?
Ubuntu.
Okay.
There's the problem right there. Not kidding.
Yeah, it could be. I'm telling you, the Ubuntu out of the box stuff. Nothing but problems.
I don't recall having that problem with Ubuntu.
No, I never have.
Of course,
I don't see anything here about frame rates.
What are you using for a browser, Quint?
Chromium.
Try Chrome.
Try using Chrome or try using
get out of Chromium. There's something going on.
Yeah, anything but Chromium.
Try Chrome.
Especially if you're on Fedora. I actually dropped Chromium on my Fedora build right now because it won't play almost all the YouTube videos.
Chromium.
Over half YouTube videos will
There's
not
something's
play
up. Vince, check your email. Yeah. Try Chrome, Quinn. Okay. All right.
Since we inevitably get the food, I accidentally made an apple pie today.
Accident.
How do you accidentally?
Well, I like that. I was walking into the kitchen, tripped on the rug.
Yeah, I know. And my face fell right into the fridge. Yeah.
So here's how it accidentally happened. So I was going to make apple turnovers, which I do every now and again. I bought apples to do turnovers, and when I made the crust, apparently there was either too much butter or something. Well, it wouldn't roll out, so I could not roll out turnover crust. But I was like, I bet I could turn that into an apple pie crust, though. But it didn't have oatmeal or anything to do with crumbled topping, so I kind of manufactured an interesting topping that was kind of an interesting blur between sugar and crust. And it's fascinating. I got to remember how I did it.
Did you write it down?
Never.
Are you kidding me? By the third piece of pie, you're going to forget what you did.
That's okay.
So last night we had our chat. We had our chat, right? And I had to jump off because I had to.
That's right.
The premise was I had to hurry up, get off, so I could get some sleep, and I get up. I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up. Left the house at about 3:45 this morning. Drove up to the Minneapolis airport. Came back home. Got about maybe 2 hours of sleep. Got a text message on my phone from my daughter. Had some stuff going on there. Had to get up and run errands. Came home. Took another nap for about 2 hours. So I'm going to stick with you guys for as long as I can until I pass out tonight.
You should have just listened to some of my videos and would have just kept you awake.
Mm-hmm. Especially last night's video.
The ones that are really hot.
Yeah. Hey, I had 2 fires.
I did everything I could to try to fall asleep. For whatever reason, I just couldn't.
Too many Twizzlers.
No, I didn't have it. I had no caffeine last night during the chat. Okay. I had no sugar. I drank water. I did have a donut. I had a donut.
See?
A plain donut. There wasn't any
sugar.
After we wrapped up, I stayed on and chatted with Joe until I think I got off the call with Joe maybe 4:30, and then I was up an extra hour figuring out how to get all that stuff done for the video I did today.
Wow. You didn't make it. Wait, today's Saturday. I was going to say you must not have made it.
Total night owls.
You must not have made it to church, but today's Saturday, isn't it?
Today's Saturday, yeah.
Today's Saturday.
Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello, Ricky.
Evening, Ricky.
Hello, everybody.
Richard. Is it?
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Vince.
Vince,
Hey, Vince.
let's get it out of the way. What's the weather?
Yeah, I'm just getting ready for it. It's 27 and sunny.
So
27 and
80,
sunny.
85 and sunny.
80 something,
Nice.
yes.
That's
Very
just
nice.
a little more than 1/4 of the boiling point of water.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks. That make me feel better tonight. Thank you.
Ricky, I'm guessing that Ricky is short for Rick, and Rick is short for Richard.
You're close.
Okay.
All right, welcome, Metal Lord Beowulf Horace, KO 2610. Good evening. I should have Christmas music in the background, but oh well.
Do you want me to just sing?
No.
Oh, the weather out. Oh, the fedora outside is frightful, but my Ubuntu is so delightful.
I actually really like Pop OS. Last night when I asked, I asked you guys. I downloaded the 1810 version, and I installed it. I installed it when I couldn't sleep last night. I thought I'm going to get up and do something, so I took an hour and I installed it. Everything installed good.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird, it's one of those deals, kind of like I think Fedora is this way. You install the OS, and then the user is set up after your initial relaunch. So,
Yeah, it's an OEM. That's why it's an OEM,
Yeah.
which is quite amazing.
But it honestly, I've kind of farted around with it on and off today, and it is solid and it is fast. Now, of course, the machine I'm using it on has an SSD and it's got 8 gig of RAM, but it not just is it fast, it's smooth. The GNOME transition, the hot corner, getting to the workspaces, stuff like that, it just runs really, really smooth. I'm actually really impressed because I haven't used Pop OS for quite a while.
Okay, I am back and I am on Chrome.
Wow, still pretty slow. We can hear you fine though.
Yeah, we
I
can
don't
hear
know.
Yeah,
I,
we
it
can.
has to be the Wi-Fi. Let me try. I am on the. I think I know what the issue is.
you. Okay.
I am on the 5 gigahertz network, and I don't know if this computer supports 5 gigahertz networking.
That
That
might
could
do
do
it. Yes.
You wouldn't be able to connect if it didn't.
Yeah, 5 gigahertz is kind of a new thing that Comcast uses it.
Yeah,
What's
this
your
is
system monitor
Comcast.
showing? What's your system monitor showing? Is it maxing your CPU?
He froze.
He froze. He's cold.
Rose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Quint's pretty cold.
Okay.
Windows 8.1 ended up making me a little angry today for some unknown reason. No
Why
matter
would you
how
even
much I
do that?
fixed it, I don't know.
I mean, with Windows 8.1, all the telemetry is still built in. I'd probably just stay on Windows 10 if you had it. I mean,
Well, the thing is, the reason why I wanted to go back to 8.1 is there's not as much telemetry as there was in Windows 10.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I thought going back would pretty much make my life better. Unfortunately, Windows Update did not want to pull in any updates, and I've spent the last few hours trying to fix the problem. It does not want to do it. So
If you've been on Linux for a while, you might have forgotten, but installing Windows to get all the updates in will take you a full 48 hours. So slow down. It'll come.
It'll come.
I think
Sure as Santa Claus will come down the chimney.
Windows 10 is coming to town.
So basically, to just alleviate my problem, I just decided to just put 10 back on it, and now it's working fine.
There you go.
Ricky,
I've
you
been
kind
very lucky with Ubuntu 18.10 on an SSD.
Ricky kind of seems like he's going down the road of our friend Ben a little bit here.
I've been
Uh-oh.
using
Ricky,
Ubuntu 1804
Ricky,
for a
you
long time.
You know
we
what we
need
need to do for all these young guys? We need to get some cheap computers for them to play with, so they can leave their production computers alone.
Yeah, mine stays Peppermint 8 right now. I don't touch my main system. Everything else.
If it ain't broken, fix it next year.
Don't
I
fix it.
hard drive swap.
Right. Yep. We'll see if Quint. Do we have room for Quint? Yeah, we have room. So we can jump him back on, and we'll go into tonight's topic. So Fedora is done. Switch. No more Fedora.
No, I'm going to run it for at least a week.
You're going to torture yourself.
What's that?
Frying pan, please.
Oh yeah, I think my frying pan days are done.
Dan, I'm too tired for a frying pan tonight.
My biggest issues I've had with it, Chromium, which I'm not sure it was I don't know. Part of this could have been a Fedora issue. Some part of this is probably just a Chrome is becoming a stupid issue. But I had the Chromium version that would insist that you signed on. It signed you on, and I fought with that. Turned the thing off, and finally it got to the point where it wouldn't log me into Chrome, but I couldn't play nearly every YouTube video I wanted to play. And Chromium is my dedicated YouTube browser. So I tried Conqueror, which is installed by default. That didn't work. I tried, what's the other web browser?
Now, Thomas, what happened to the Waterfox you were so happy with?
Well, funny thing, because none of the other browsers, Falcon was the other one, that wouldn't work. So I installed Waterfox. Works perfectly.
I've been using Waterfox ever since you made a video on how to permanently install it in a system.
I haven't put it onto these computers simply because it's kind of a pain to get in there and do all that. But with this setup, I don't really have to install it system-wide. I don't care. So I just said, I downloaded it, I threw it into my home folder, and that worked. So I'm running Waterfox for my YouTube browser, Firefox for a non-YouTube browser, and I think I have everything else working pretty well.
I don't even bother with Firefox.
Okay,
it's too heavy and slow.
It works fine for the purpose I need it for.
So am I still lagging?
Yeah, you are, Quint.
Okay, yeah. I'm actually, it's lagging more since I switched over. It has to be the internet here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same internet that's at my house. This is just, this is a different part of the city where I live.
Are you wired or wireless?
I am wireless, but the Wi-Fi router is like right in front of me.
Okay.
Do you have a network cable you can plug in? This
computer doesn't have a network jack.
Oh,
you don't have an Ethernet port?
It's an Apple, right?
No, this is a laptop. This is just
okay.
a laptop. It doesn't have an Ethernet port.
Even all my laptops have an Ethernet port. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's no...
my Dell Inspiron does not, but I have a USB 3 to Ethernet port for it when I need to.
Quint, do what Vince said. Open up your system monitor.
Okay, yeah.
And see what it's doing.
And also, if you want to just bring up the chat and then close the YouTube window and stop that from eating up your...
Yeah.
So I just need to open up the system monitor.
Well, whatever you're doing it's starting to get a little bit better, Quint.
Yeah, I just switched back over to the other 5 gigahertz network.
You did.
There you go.
That's a little bit better. Did you close your YouTube window in your browser?
That's been closed the entire time.
Oh, it has. Okay.
And then how far are you from your router?
Let me pull up my system.
Also, check your network manager and see how fast it's pulling data.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny thing. I put the Wi-Fi extender in, which gives me technically faster internet, but if I use it to connect to my phone, it takes me twice as long to check my email.
Do you have webcam software installed, Quint? I install GUVC View, and I do my webcam settings through that first. Then I go into Hangouts. You can try that. So I do the webcam settings first.
So let me see.
Sometimes that'll solve problems.
Did you install all the
Let me
restricted
see
extras?
what processes. I don't see anything that's taking up a ton of memory.
Oh, it froze there.
They're all really high, though.
I have to like hardwire everything that's important around here because I got like 25 houses around me transmitting different Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah, I had that in the other place. Where I'm at now, there's barely any signals I see.
Well, I didn't realize that was a big problem why I was having horrible Wi-Fi until I got an app for my tablet, and it showed all the houses around me transmitting Wi-Fi on different channels.
Yeah.
Well, my sister-in-law, they have AT&T, and I was over there for Thanksgiving, and her son was giving them hell for having the poor man's version. Their neighbor must have Xfinity. The router must be close to that side of the house, so the gap between the houses aren't that far. I was getting the free Xfinity Wi-Fi because I'm an Xfinity customer, and I was getting faster Wi-Fi through a house away than they were getting with AT&T.
Okay.
Okay, I just turned the camera off. I'm just gonna do that.
Okay.
I have to do that
You can be a
sometimes too,
faceless
Quinn.
penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to. I can hear. It's like staticky now.
Yeah.
You're coming through clear on my end.
Yeah, the voice is clear.
Voice is good.
I think
have
it's just staticky on my end.
I get sometimes, right, you guys keep freezing and stuff like that, and I got to stop my camera, and then everything turns out fine.
Quint, do you have a Logitech camera on, Quint?
No, this is just the built-in laptop camera.
Okay, that's another problem.
That's another problem, man.
Yeah. Built-in webcam, unless you get it by a specific laptop, they're awful. Within reason.
Ben just jumped on. Ben, we told you to stay away from computers for a couple of days.
Yes, Ben. No, I would invite you, but no, we told you to chill. So no.
Ben's looking for some people to talk to.
Yeah. Let Ben on. Let Ben on. So
Okay.
I talked to Ben earlier.
my brother had his second baby on the other day. That's why I haven't seen him online for a while.
Oh, congratulations.
Her name is Quinn.
Good
Quinn,
old,
you might like that. Quinn.
Okay.
good old Uncle Tom. Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you. I'll get up there and see her eventually.
This is my goofy Uncle Tom, and he plays with computers.
And fire.
So what's Uncle Tom like? Ah! But only on Fridays.
I feel sorry.
So I've been trying. So today I've been trying to get Pizza to put reCAPTCHA on his website, and he just won't listen.
Well, that's okay.
I keep telling him that he's gonna get spam.
Oh yeah, when the spam overrides, then he'll figure it out and do it. That's fine.
All right, wait for Ben, then we'll get started.
You know what's on TV right now?
Hallmark.
No, a classic. The Jerk with Steve Martin.
Oh
What a
boy.
jerk.
So the thing that I was talking about on Friday about the whole contact form 7 thing
Guys.
Hello.
is that
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
Wait, hang on one second, Quint. Hey, Ben, talk once.
Yappy, yappy, yappy.
Are you okay? You're not wearing the same clothes you had on last night, so that's a positive thing.
Yes, I changed in my pajamas, got on a sweater and a shirt. That's literally all I've done today and eat.
Okay,
There you go.
good.
I'm making slow progress, but guys, I'm gonna be honest. Ricky and I talked, and he convinced me to come on the stream and seek support to come back to Linux. Like, let's say I install a distro, set it up all by myself, no help, no team viewer. I could do it, but the update could break. I don't want that to happen. What I want is a stable as heck distro that the update wouldn't even break.
Windows 10.
Linux Mint.
Ubuntu Mate.
So you're saying I should run Linux Mint or Ubuntu?
Or Peppermint.
I've been running Ubuntu Mate all year. I have not had stability issues.
I
Yep.
would say-
Yeah.
The longest running Linux computer that I have running the same system is Linux Mint. It started on 17.3. It is now running 18.3, getting all regular updates. Has not had a single problem in almost over 2 years, in fact.
Even
In fact, I bought that computer over Christmas 2 years ago. I came right back. I bought it when I was at my brother's house up in Erie. Computers are dirt cheap up there. I brought it back. I installed Linux Mint on it that weekend. It has never had anything else on it since.
I like Mint too. Yep.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you
go ahead.
upgrade from 17 to 18, Tom?
Yeah, I went from 17.3. I upgraded to 18.0, and then I went all the way up to 18.3. I'm not going to upgrade to 19 branch because
Ben,
Why?
do you want to play with it or actually use it?
I would want to use it to the point that even I wouldn't want to.
He wants to practice vomiting on it.
What you need to do though, Ben, is get a like if you want to tinker with computers, find a secondary cheap computer that you're buying on, Craigslist, eBay,
ThinkPads,
and get yourself one computer that you're not going to mess with. It's just production; it doesn't do anything else.
Exactly.
And then get yourself another one there to play with and tinker with.
All right.
That way you're never with it.
So here's what I'm going to do, Tom. I am going to take this laptop behind me, use it as my Windows and Linux machine. This one just stays Windows or whatever. And all the other ones would be my Tinker machine that I own. Mm-hmm. Not even my MacBook. My MacBook stays Mac.
Yep.
This one stays Windows and Linux.
Hey, Toss.
This one Windows. And everything.
Hang on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Ben.
What I'm saying is, what I would want is this one to stay Windows, the one I'm talking to you on. The one behind me, Linux and Mac, or Linux and Windows. My MacBook, my Mac, and everything else would be a Tinker toy. That's literally how I would have to function.
Ben, do you have a laptop that you can commit to having it be your test machine to just put Linux on it, run it for a day or two, and then maybe throw something else on? Do you have something that you can you can use without interrupting the rest of your computing life?
Maybe my HP laptop with 2 hard drives in it. That's the one.
How old is that one?
It's a Sandy Bridge from 2011 with Intel HD 3000 graphics.
Newer than a couple of my computers.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's so old. Mac OS Mojave, without patching it and changing the SM BIOS version, would not make it run. Like, you would have to change the Mac model in the config file for it to run Mac OS Mojave. Then you would have to get on the internet, download a patcher tool program to make it run. Even recognize
then ignore that one.
Yeah, you would literally have to keep it on High Sierra forever for it to work with Mac. Like, it can't go past Sierra.
My Mac is still on Yosemite, and I am not upgrading it.
That's like me and my
reason I need to.
Like, my HP is like the most compatible with a Mac OS, and said Faircom department. It's the closest thing you'll get to a MacBook out of the box, and it wouldn't run Mojave with a damn. Like, it's that old.
Hey, Ben.
What?
I'll make a deal with you.
What?
I was given this.
That Lenovo?
I don't know if you can.
It's a ThinkPad.
No, it's not a ThinkPad. It's
a what?
It's like a C5 500 series, something like that.
Okay.
I was given this some time ago, and I never use it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
You don't even want anything to do with it.
It had Windows 8 on it, so it's probably about the same age as your
HP.
Yeah, I will do. I will do this. I'll make you a deal. Okay. If you promise all of us in the chat, now this is being recorded, okay? Promise all of us in the chat that you get plenty of sleep.
Yeah.
You keep eating, and you don't let yourself get too frustrated and too PO'd.
Yeah.
You go ahead and send me an email. Do you have my email address from last night?
I didn't write it down.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. What I'll do is Monday I will go to the UPS store and I'll send this to you.
So you're saying email you that, and for the next 2 days, or even tomorrow, don't do anything. You'll get pissed off, and you'll send that to me.
Yep, I have a couple other things I have to send off, and I'm going to do that early in the week. So I'll put my email.
Thank you, dude. I would be so happy when that comes that I would literally run to you.
Well, that would be a good segue for the topic now that Dr. Tim has made a diagnosis.
Tim.
Hold on.
Tim.
Hold on.
Before we get
Hang
to
up
that,
for a second,
Louie's on. How's it going there, Louie?
Yeah.
Hi,
It's
Louie.
going good.
Okay.
Okay.
Toss.
You hold on. Tim, hold on.
let me finish off with Ben here real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ben, I just put my email address into the chat. You
Thank
go ahead.
Thank you.
You send me an
Hey,
email, an address
Hey,
that
for
I
a
can
second.
ship. That I can ship
Hi
this to.
guys.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is my dad.
Oh, hello.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
So, Dad,
Good.
Doing
Very
good,
good.
gentlemen.
here is Tim's willing to help me get back into Linux. That
Ooh,
and
all
not
right.
get pissed off at anything else. But he is going to send me a laptop to help me.
Now, Ben, you get the rest. Uncle Guido's tired. I've been calling him all the time, so don't make me call him again. Because I'm going to blame it all on you this
Ben,
time.
He's
your
willing to
webcam's
send
on.
me a ThinkPad to help.
Dude, we have a ThinkPad. I can
No,
help.
like he's willing to do that. For
Well,
me.
we'll
Now, Ben, here's the thing. Now, here's a caveat. This thing is a little bit old. It doesn't have any cracks or anything on it.
Yeah.
But I do not warranty the computer whatsoever.
Yeah.
It does have 6 gig. It does have 6 gig of RAM, and I think it's got a 500 gig hard drive.
Oh, that'll be enough.
Oh wow.
That's
Oh, wow, that's a nice toy.
You can run
yeah.
Windows 10 on that. Yeah.
Yep.
We have a power cord for it.
we'll
Yep.
pay you for it.
Mhm.
No, you're not going to pay me for it. I won't accept it, even if you tried.
Yeah.
So
He's
I'll
willing to do that for me.
Well, that's very nice of
tell
you.
you what. If you would like to, go ahead. Figure out what this is worth, and whatever you believe it's worth. Either at your house of worship, if you frequent one.
Yeah.
Do something there of equal value, or every time you go through a drive-through until you pay off the price of the laptop, pay for the people behind you. Do something of that, please.
Yeah.
That would be
Okay.
more befitting.
I will do that. We give quite a lot to
Our church.
church, to a lot of charities. A lot
Okay.
of, but
There you go.
specifically on this,
Very
one,
nice.
I'll think of
Very
something
nice.
to pay it forward. So
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tim.
thank
Yep.
you, gentlemen.
All right.
Hey, I'm Toss.
Make sure you
All
email
right.
me your address.
Okay, let's give. Is it Louis?
Let's
A
get
chance?
some
Yeah.
off the floor.
Just call me Louie.
Hi.
You,
Hi,
Louis.
Louis. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna write your email down.
Louis, go
on
ahead.
Thank
on
you.
On my phone, it says off air in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Like the chat is off air.
Mhm.
What?
What the
On your
heck?
phone?
Yeah, I'm on an iPhone 8.
Maybe YouTube's just gone crazy.
Well, it's iPhone. That's what's wrong. No, we are live on YouTube. Yeah, I have noticed iPhones and Hangouts don't do very well for whatever.
Yeah,
My
they
friend of
don't.
mine, last week's podcast I did about my friend being paranoid, I don't know if you heard it. He was trying to jump on his
I
iPhone
left
and
that comment.
It
I
didn't
left
work.
that comment where you replied and said, "Be quiet, I'm paranoid," and I said, "LOL."
Yeah.
I remember.
You see, Linux.
Hey,
I literally-
Water Fox and Fedora says you're live.
Mhm.
We are
You
live.
see-
We
you
are
see,
live.
Linux, I
The only
literally.
reason I
Hold on, man. You see, I was so frustrated with my Android. I literally got with my iPhone. I got an Android to work with Hangouts. Literally, I can't do anything on my phone.
Well, it's all Google stuff. Yeah, Louis.
Hey, everybody in the chat. My Kindle Fire tablet was stuck on this thing where it had the, like voiceover on iPhones
Yeah.
on there, like the accessibility thing. It had it on there, and
Mhm.
it was like that for almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get it out of it, no matter how many
Mm.
times I tried or tutorials I watched on YouTube or research I did. And then today I finally looked up how to restore it, hard reset it. And then I hard reset the thing, and now I have it working like a full Android tablet, but it's still
Nice.
got the Kindle OS on there.
Yeah.
But I did install F-Droid, and I
Okay.
installed the Yelp store, so I was able to get Chromium and
Hangouts and everything.
The
and all
Fire
that.
tablets, the newer ones are okay, actually. Yeah.
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 Well,
They a
I
little
would
bit, yeah.
do something
Let me
like
turn my
that.
webcam on and show you something.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
I
flip the
switched.
camera.
I switched over to my hotspot.
Mm.
Am I still stuttering?
A little bit.
Little bit,
But
but
looks a lot better.
It's not as
a
bad.
lot better. That literally made it total.
I can barely hear you guys. It's stuttering so bad on my
Really?
end.
Interesting.
Wow.
Because you're looking better on our end.
Yeah. hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
be
you
right back.
connected right
Coffee break.
Okay.
You know, I bet I have 3 new Windows Linux newbies going, boy, Linux is a pain. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
For all
Forget
those
about it.
For all
Don't believe
those guys
any
in
of
the
these
chat.
guys.
This computer of mine works perfectly fine and never gave me a problem. Been running this operating system for 6 or 8 months since I rebuilt the computer. Never had a problem. Got 2 other computers, no issues. The only one I'm fighting with a little bit is my one that I always play with and tinker with. And,
if we have newbies watching, just search my channel, Windows User Guide to Linux. I get about as newbie-ish talking as I can be. That'll help you out. So, basically, I start off like this. Then in part 2, and I'm done. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Ben, one last question for you. Do you have a spare jump drive that you can put Mint or whatever you want to on?
Like even Gentoo?
No, I mean, whatever you're going to put on this machine I'm going to send you, do you have a dedicated thumb drive to be able to put...
Do that? Well, put it this way. I have a 4 gig thumbstick with whatever Linux I want. Hold on.
Hang on, Louie.
Okay, sorry.
Hold on, Louie. Tim, you could send me that laptop, overnight it, I would have a thumb drive ready to put Linux on it.
Okay.
That's cool. Like,
I don't think I'll overnight it, but I'll see what it costs, but I'll get it to you.
Yeah. You send me that laptop, I don't care how long it takes. Right. You could send it to me, and I could wait a week, and I would have a Linux thumb drive not even touched.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah. I mean, I would keep
I'll just let Ben and Tim take. I'm just going to go watch my Hallmark channel. Goodbye.
No. Okay. Ben, make sure you email me your street address.
Yeah, I'll just send you my
I'm
address.
dreaming of a Hallmark
Christmas with all the girls.
Yeah.
Hey, did you order a pair of those socks yet, boss?
Yes, they'll be in Tuesday.
Did you really order a pair?
No.
Hold on, guys.
I ordered a book on Amazon for a friend for Christmas, and Amazon's like, "Oh, would you like a free music subscription?" It's like, this doesn't make sense. I didn't order a CD. What do I want a music subscription for? I buy books.
They keep emailing me advertisements to get a music subscription.
I get Amazon because I'm an influencer, so.
I think it's because I locked down my account long ago, but I do not. My Amazon account, that's like the one that I have that I buy stuff on, I do not get a single email at all. I never hear from them unless I place an order. It's just my anonymous one. So I'll log in there under the anonymous one, and it's just like I got like 8 emails from Amazon. Like, what?
Wow.
Okay,
Okay, wait, Louie. Let me finish. Wait, Quint. Let me finish, please.
Okay.
Tim, I am so freaked out excited to get that laptop off of you. I'm so happy. But I will keep a Mac, a Linux, a Windows flash drive ready for it for a month, and I would be happy.
Okay, cool.
That's literally
all right. Louis, all right, go ahead.
I would literally keep a thumb drive with any OS on it to earn it.
Okay.
all right.
Thank you.
This is my Fire tablet. And
Right.
I have these apps. I found it on F-Droid. It's called Linux and Termux or whatever it's called. And it says, scroll down, and it says choose the distro you want to install.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have Linux Mint. That's the thing I'm really aggravated about. It has Ubuntu.
Let me see those. Ubuntu, Debian, Kali. Keep going up a little bit.
Parent security.
Hacker OS.
Move the camera up so we can see the rest of them.
Yeah. Wow.
Fedora, CentOS.
Wow.
OpenSUSE.
Ubuntu should be okay.
There's OpenSUSE, Arch Linux, and Black Arch.
Yeah, on that I'd do Ubuntu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do Ubuntu, man.
Yep.
Well, look at this. I copied the link to install. It says copy the command to the clipboard.
Yeah.
PKG install wget and all that, and I copied it, and I clicked copy, and then I started Termux and entered the thing, and watch what happens.
Okay.
Paste. Well, I'm not connected to internet, so it'll say this, but it'll say working, and it won't even pull up the Ubuntu thing.
Oh, it crashed.
Yeah.
It didn't crash. I just went to the home screen.
It didn't crash. Went to the home screen. Yeah. Good luck getting Linux on that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it, so that I don't know. Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yes.
I just adjusted the bandwidth.
Yes.
Clint, don't
I might-
interrupt, please.
When I'm 13, I might do a face reveal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
All right. That's more guts than pizza has.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
mean,
think
no,
long and
it's
hard before
not
you do
allowed.
that. You're still really protected now of us not seeing this, and that's
Yeah.
a big decision.
Quint,
Yeah.
I would say, Quint, do this for just kind of, let me see, like left and right with your head, but I think you're
We're running a
okay.
facial scanner thing.
Okay, it's
All
good.
right.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom's got the scanner ready thing. Yeah,
Confirm
right.
Quint's identity.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
adjusted the bandwidth.
That'll
There you
do
go.
it. There you go.
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
We should call
But
it.
anyways,
We should
but I
call
was-
this live stream.
Oh, Tom.
Yep.
Can you? Is there a way you could put lineage onto this fire tablet because they don't have a thing for it? But
Probably not.
I hate, as much as I hate to say this, Louis. From what I know, there is no way to put lineage on tablets at this time.
I was
Right.
able to put lineage on a tablet.
Samsung's. Some of the Samsung tablets.
Yeah.
is there a way I could get normal Android on there instead of the Fire OS?
Probably not. Not that I know of.
No.
From what I know, the only way that I know of is to completely root the tablet, and you don't want to root in any Android system by any means necessary.
Yeah, it's already unsecure enough. We don't need to root it and make it worse.
I don't.
The last thing you want to do
Fire
is break it.
tablets.
Yeah.
From what
You
I've
put in even
what I've
the
heard.
Fire tablet.
Oh, did any of y'all see that rant Pizza did on a Nexus 6P and 5X?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh, it was funny. It was just funny. I watched the replay of the stream. It was hilarious.
What a Nexus phone?
Yeah, the Nexus.
It's probably
5X
about the
is-
bootloader, if I had to
phone,
guess.
Yeah,
his
it kept,
phone boot loop.
Boot loop,
should
yeah.
try
Wait,
holding,
let me put it this way, dude.
Yeah.
I could sit here for days trying to unlock the bootloader or even that far with LG phones, even Samsung, and it would be unable to root. It's
No, Huawei, the manufacturer, they knew they had this
He
kind
got,
of a class action lawsuit against them, I read, so they
he
knew
got
they let
a,
it go. So yeah.
Yeah,
He got a Nokia Lumia or something.
yeah. That's how frustrated they got. Wow. You see, I couldn't root my Samsung S7 Edge or my LG Stylo 4 to save my life. So literally,
I
You-
can go ahead.
you see, you trying to root that tablet is like me trying to jailbreak a freaking iPhone. It's not gonna work.
Oh, speaking of jailbreaking iPhones, did you hear Cydia was shutting down?
Yeah.
What?
No
Yep.
kidding.
Yeah.
Pizza said it.
Yeah.
But
And wait, so after all these years, Cydia is finally kicking
I
the bucket.
remember. I remember when I had like an iPhone 4S, I think it was. I found this website that you could jailbreak your phone with, and it was like that old iOS 4 look. So and I saw it on CNET, the CNET YouTube channel, and I went to the website and it said slide to jailbreak, so I slid it, and it took an hour to install Cydia on the thing, and Cydia never worked, so I had to format my phone for no reason.
I've never wanted to use that because I just have this thing about paying money to Chinese hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. It was free.
So
The
what
website's still up.
Hold on, Clint. Let him finish.
It's I'll tell you the website is 7evasion.com, but the O in evasion is a 0. So it looks kind of really suspicious.
And it will let you jailbreak your phone.
So we're 45 minutes into the chat, and we still have a topic we need to get to.
Quint, what's new?
Okay, so
He switched to his hotspot.
what I've been trying to say is so it was about the contact form thing. So I was talking this was on the Friday night stream with Tom. We were talking about this. So
Yeah.
contact form 7 5.1, I believe it is, removes support for reCAPTCHA v2, and all they have is reCAPTCHA v3 now, which only works properly on high traffic sites.
So literally, they just killed reCAPTCHA on every WordPress site that's not large. Guys, WordPress has gone so far to the dogs so fast. I'm pretty sure.
Should they just rename it Word Stress?
Yeah.
It's sinking on the USS Gutenberg.
Yes, it is sinking on the USS Gutenberg.
Quit.
Yes.
No offense, but we're kind of laughing at you.
No, we're not laughing at you.
WordPress must be terminated.
I'm laughing at WordPress.
We're just having some word fun.
Louis, if you've been following my WordPress videos at all, literally I did 2 WordPress videos in a row about
I'm laughing at WordPress and
the negative. Yeah, well,
I don't use WordPress
because almost all of my sites are running
I'm
content
laughing because I don't have a website.
And so I was like the biggest one is my Christian one because this site has a store. It feeds podcasts. It does YouTube videos.
Oh no!
Massive, and now I have to figure out what in the world do I want to do with it.
Oh, Tom. Did you ever find a podcast player for your Nexus phone?
No, I really don't use podcasts on there.
If you do, try Antenna Pod. It's really good.
Okay.
Tim, is that the frying pan in your hand?
Hang on for a second. Hang on for a second.
I'm not getting fried or
Wait.
panned
Did
here.
anyone notice that Ben dropped off? He got scared.
Could everybody in the chat be quiet for a second? I just have to tune up. Okay, I'm good.
Was that the key of E? Is that what it was? I don't know. Yeah.
Something like
No,
that.
I don't know.
It was the key of F, frying.
No, there's a key of D.
Well, Stephanie would know if she was here, but
D and A.
Guess what happened the other day? Or not the other day. It was happening for the past 2 days.
You fell in the frying pan. No, just
So I was playing. I have this game called Granny, and then another one called Happy Wheels. And I was playing one of those. I was playing Granny today, and my phone just crashed. Like it
Granny.
went to the home. It's a horror game. It just went to the home screen and
Oh,
crashed.
of course.
And then when I was playing Happy Wheels, it still crashed again. So I was about to get sick and tired of iPhones.
Don't put Granny in the Happy Wheels.
That was the problem.
I bring the frying pan
Tom,
out. Now the
y'all
killers.
just search Granny.
I bring the frying pan out. Now the killer Shih Tzus thinks it's time to make some food. She's sitting there looking at me.
He wants his bacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm sure
What's your name?
Yeah, Steve. Vince says his panned humor. Yes.
What's his name, Tim?
My dog's name?
Yeah.
My dog's name is her full name is Isabel, but we call her Izzy. Izzy.
Izzy, come here, Izzy.
I have my
jump
headphones
on the
on.
couch.
She can't hear.
So, what I
on the
did,
couch.
Tom, is I rolled back to contact form 7 5.05, but I'm sure that's a security risk.
Probably is.
Maybe not. I mean, it would be if you let it stay there for like 6 months. It might be. The best thing possibly is maybe start looking at gravity forms as an alternative. Option A. Option B is hack the plugin code to return support for reCAPTCHA v2. I've actually had to do that before with the Google Maps API. We had a theme that was running and didn't have any further updates, and it was still using the old Maps API. And so I hacked the theme to do the new one. So that might be something. If I look into that, I'll let you know how to do it.
My parents want websites, and I think I'm just going to do them in Joomla.
Yeah, that would not be a bad one.
Yeah, my mom has like this terrible one-page website on Go Crappy, and so we're going to redo it.
There's other things we could talk about. Why don't we do that sometime since we have contact info, so that we can actually, we're like 50 minutes in, we haven't hit the topic yet. So Tosh, let's go ahead and hit the topic.
You know what? Roll up. Right before we do that, you know what? A George Carlinism this came to mind. If nothing sticks to the Teflon in the pan, how do they get the Teflon to stick to the pan?
Super glue.
Industrially toxic chemicals.
Yep.
Yes. And they now have an issue with them being in the water supply. The
Why
same
would you
stuff
have-
they make that non-stick coating with.
Why the hell would you have a frying pan in the water supply?
Well,
No, it's the process of making the non-stick coating that goes in the
Oh, the
frying pan.
process.
The good thing about though the Teflon eventually comes off and it sticks to your insides, and so it just shoots right on through.
Well, look, these
Yeah.
companies
wonder-
that make these products, they have an argument and they make it stick. That's it.
Boo.
Teflon is toxic to birds. Snazzy butterfly. I would imagine so.
Teflon is toxic to everything. Actually,
Really. Especially Teflon.
Teflon
Don.
is
still
toxic
around?
to people.
Yes.
I know it hurt. I know.
Look with an iron skillet.
Yep.
Can't go wrong.
I can tell you it hurts when it's doing about 10 miles an hour.
You don't want to wind up with Teflon bowels.
But wouldn't the crap come out smoother though? If I guess.
It come out all the time.
Oh, all the time. Okay.
There's some new laxative for you.
Yeah, just mix that with some Vegemite and you're good to go.
We're kind of doing the streaming backwards tonight.
I know. What did I say last night? A new superhero? It's Diarrhea Man.
We covered all the technical
Toss?
We covered the technical stuff. Now we're moving on to the crap, and now we're going to get to the topic.
Oh, that's a nice segue from crap to Christmas.
Well, that's what we buy every Christmas, a bunch of crap.
Okay, let's try going to the topic for this evening. God help us all. But the spirit of Christmas. I guess I'll get started. Really, Toss? Yeah, do you think? Okay, thank you. So for tonight. Now, when I was a kid in Brooklyn, in my days, we had no computers, no internet, none of this, no cell phones, nothing. We had
no electricity.
no electricity. A couple squirrels running
water.
Yeah, running
And
water.
one house out back.
We had pinball machines. We had snowball fights.
Who?
We had loudspeakers from stores, like these little corner stores, playing Christmas music. I remember a song by Johnny Mathis, Sleigh Ride, and a song by Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, which still makes the Billboard charts. It made it last year. It's still popular after, 50 years or so. But that's what I remember. There was no high-tech stuff like this. The high-tech thing we did back then was between snowball fighting and pinball machines. And that was it, So that's what I did as a kid. So it seemed like back then there was more humanity in it. There was more of the feeling of the spirit of Christmas versus technology, because there was virtually no kind of technology as we see it today back then when I was a kid in the 70s. So there was a sense more of family. There was more of a feeling of, oh yeah, let's do the Christmas tree and this and that. And now it's like, I don't even have a Christmas tree anymore. My son is growing up. He doesn't want one. I don't care. I usually put lights outside the house. I don't even do that,
Who's gonna look at it? Nobody but me.
Well, when my boy was little, we would make sand castles, and I would buy a few lights, a little tree, and this and that. But right now, he's not into it. And my spirit is with the Hallmark Channel, because I'm a sucker for happy endings, as it were. So when I was a kid, it seemed like there was more humanity. Well, there was, because there was less technology. So it felt more Christmassy back then than it does now. Stores were closed on Thanksgiving. At least I think they were. Family time was more important. There was actually more time for families. We're not glued to our phones back then because there were no phones. I didn't have satellite or cable TV back then. It was, two rabbit ears TV sticking out of the back, watching the ABC movie of the week.
Yeah, there was only like 3 major TV networks.
Back then, right. And I would see shows like The $6 Million Man or whatever.
Yeah, I have that box set. I'm still watching it.
Kung Fu series back then. I used to get into that. Happy Days, Sunday, Monday, Happy Days. It was more feeling of the true spirit of Christmas back then versus now. And nowadays, having this virtual Christmas, it's not the same. It's okay. I guess it's better than nothing, as they say, but it's not the same. But, being with friends, whether it's online here or with family and friends out and about, at a restaurant, whether it's Applebee's or Bennigan's or wherever, that to me is more of the spirit of Christmas. And I kind of wish that would come back, but because we've been so sucked in the internet, I'm not so sure anymore. So for myself, I have two Christmas wishes: put more humanity into the humans, as it were, and less politics, you know. And then my second wish for my dad to get a contract on his movie. That's a selfish thing to say, but I don't care.
That's selfish.
But those are my wishes. You know, more humanity. You know, because it seems like we're all tied up with, you know, with work, and then we jump online and we get sucked online. Then after this, we do this. You know, then we watch a movie. There's no time for family anymore, it seems, and I think we've lost some of that humanity. So my wish is to have more humanity. Really, 365 days a year. That is my wish. So what are your wishes?
As older gentlemen, we have the misfortune of remembering those memories through child's eyes. I mean,
yes.
We'll never have Christmas
right
as we did back then, you know. So it makes it harder now. I've now also been in retail for 37 years, and it does not help me to enjoy Christmas, you know. Yes, the humanity in that, but, you know, I guess it also depends on the family. We go over to my family's house, over to my sister-in-law's house, you know, my mother-in-law, whatever, and we do a lot of, you know, a lot of talking, you know, and we have for years. So I guess it kind of depends on the type of family that you have. I mean, as a young guy, Quint can probably tell us what he's seeing through Christmas right now. You know, it's
Yeah.
no, I totally agree. Yeah,
I mean that's the reason. That's the reason why we still have a tree up. I mean, you guys know I've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and actually what you were saying just rang true for me this morning. I was up early with my 3-year-old because she got up first, and she said, "Daddy, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm chatting to my friend Tom on YouTube." And she's like, "Oh, why are you always chatting to your friend Tom on YouTube?"
Well, because Tom brings the fire. I mean, the Christmas spirit with him.
So I got in a little bit of trouble for that.
Over in Australia.
Yeah. So I've learned my lesson from that. So bye, Tom.
Yeah. Later.
But then for a few years when my son was younger, I got, you know, because he was really into it, and you get back kind of into it. Now that he's 23, I get the same feeling that you have. You know, it's like my wife, they both love Christmas, so the tree goes up no matter what.
Mm-hmm. I get little snippets of the spirit and the humanity. Like last night, I was with friends and family downtown at a local restaurant, family-owned restaurant. A friend of mine from Pittsburgh who sings the Christmas carols for the holidays, great band members, you know, so I get little snippets for a couple hours of the Christmas spirit. And of course, when I'm with friends watching the Hallmark Channel, I get little snippets of the feeling of the spirit of Christmas, and I wish I could feel that all year. I realize that's not realistic, but then I'm like, well, why not, you know? Well, because everyday life, that's the reality of it, you know, and I get it. I get it, you know.
I've got to say that even just what we've seen over the last 2 nights on this stream toss is part of the spirit of Christmas. I mean, we had somebody who was struggling a little bit, and then everybody. I wanted to say something last night, but I was busy. But everyone was chiming in to give this guy a little bit of support. And I'm not just talking about the laptop. I'm talking about just everyone just being there for him. I think that makes a massive difference. You look at everyone here, and we're from all different backgrounds, all different sort of parts of the world, and just coming together and just having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of a joke, talking about a bit of tech. Fantastic.
But even when we do that, we always make sure that the first thing above all else is the concern, not just for the people that are here on the video, but paying attention to the people in the chat too. And I think that, and you know what, well, I'd be hard pressed to say that there's not a lot of communities out there on YouTube that do that. Now, I'm not on YouTube that much. I don't watch, you know, I subscribe to some different things that are of interest to me. And I'm subscribed to people like Tom and Steve and a few other Linux guys. But, you know, I'd be hard pressed to say that there's a there's another community out there like this.
Yeah,
It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to make this. I guess in the beginning it was strictly a technology channel, but now there's so many good ones out there. You know, I wanted to make this more a human channel that features technology, but more the human aspect than the technology. You know, and maybe that's not, you know, mainstream, as it were, but that's what I do, and that's what I am. You know, and I wouldn't change it for the world. You know. I suppose if I wanted to be more mainstream, I should have I should have started a new channel saying maybe like Windows users suck or they're stupid, switch to Linux or something, you know.
Dumb Windows.
I would have 1 million subscribers by now, but that's not me. That would be phony, you know. But that would probably be more mainstream, maybe, you know.
I could do Linux for idiots, you know, steal that old Windows for idiots.
Right. Dummies, like Linux for Dummies or Linux for Idiots, you know.
I actually have the book Linux for Dummies.
Do you?
I don't know. What are you doing with it, though? I mean,
I may have it around somewhere too. In fact,
does anybody else?
How appropriate for us.
I have another book called the Linux Bible too, and that's like a giant book that has a bunch of commands in it.
I mean, hey, just like the real one.
Does anybody else think that Quentin is probably the smartest guy here? I mean, who would have thought to change
there's no question.
the bandwidth on your Wi-Fi access point?
No, I just changed the bandwidth on Google Hangouts.
I was going to suggest that because that's what I do. So I was going to suggest that.
I thought you adjusted the bandwidth on your Wi-Fi.
It's on very low right now.
Okay, well
that's the
working.
only way I can actually see you guys stably.
When you said network, I was thinking of bandwidth in the thing, but you figured it out. So.
You know, he hacked into the house and did all this kind of stuff.
People at school think that I know how to hack for some reason.
Well, because you
like
use
sometimes
Linux. So
when there's like a glitch, people are like, "Oh, Quint hacked it."
Yeah, don't worry about doing something illegal. Not a problem. You know.
I actually got my great aunt to buy me a book on Kali Linux. She wanted to buy me a book, and so I gave her a Kali Linux book as the suggestion. And she probably has no idea what it is.
See, now you will be a hacker.
What are you going to do with Kali Linux, Quint?
I just want to try. I don't think I've ever actually used it. I just want to try it out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, if you can get, like, I actually have two friends that went to, they're actually both working on classified computer tech server stuff. They're basically both hackers. They're brothers, some of the smartest kids I've ever known. And that is a huge field. If you get into that, man, you can be contracting yourself out at a couple $100 an hour just to do legal penetration testing.
Yeah.
Huge field.
So people here in the live chat, do you guys have any feelings about the spirit of Christmas or any Christmas wishes for the holidays? Since I'm throwing that out for this evening's topic.
You know, I think one of my most favorite memories of Christmas was probably just like you, Carmine, back before there was all the technology.
Mm-hmm.
We got together as a family, and for me it was really neat because I spent a lot of summers up on my grandparents' farm in northern Minnesota, and it was my dad's parents, and that grandfather is kind of one of the guys who I tried to do what I can to kind of model my life after what he instilled in me. He never taught me anything. He never did anything to really say this is the way you should be. I just follow his lead. And during the wintertime, he and my grandmother would come down to the Minneapolis area after they got to into retirement, and they would rent a house in Minneapolis so they weren't up on the farm. So we got to see him all the time, but it was really fun around Christmas because we would get together as a family and we would eat. That was number one in the house, what's for dinner. And then after we were done eating, we would play cards. The kids would play games, go outside, have snowball fights, stuff like that, and then come back in and eat dinner. I mean, it was a whole day. It was a whole day of activity. I can remember leaving home at like 9 o'clock in the morning
You
to
were
drive
outside, get out, go.
To drive like 2 miles over to. I think we generally go to my aunt and uncle's house. We would drive 2 miles over to my aunt and uncle's house, but we wouldn't get home until 10 or 11 o'clock that night. After we ate twice, did all of the game stuff during the day, opened presents, had dessert, you name it.
I remember snowball fights with teams like the Normandy invasion, just stuff flying from across the street back and forth, and maybe breaking some car windows. It wasn't me, but it was back and forth. You know, it was it was not me. Anyway, but that's what I remember. Just you know, snow and fun and no school today.
Yep.
You know, instead of being outside until your toes froze and your fingers froze, and coming home and mom gave you that hot cocoa or hot tea or whatever, and Christmas cookies. I think that's why I like the Hallmark Channel, because if I had a significant other, I would want to do that. Bake cookies with her, you know, put up the tree with her, or you know, sing caroling with her. But you know, when all is said and done, we all seem to go back to the basics, don't we? Basic cookie making, basic caroling, you know, basic family time, because that's the foundation of life. And when you don't have basics, instead of the foundation of concrete, you have a foundation of quicksand.
Yep.
And then life does this, you know.
Yep.
So and I think that's why people around the holidays here, I see more people out at restaurants, shopping, more yapping, more talking, people watching more Christmas shows, you know, like me. But, you know, I think there's something to be said for that. And that's probably never going to go away. And there's probably some people out there that probably wish that cell phones never existed or the internet never existed. And that's understandable.
You know, the one disadvantage is, you know, and I have to say this, you know, on behalf of people in Quint's age range, I feel sorry for you in that at your age, my friend, you probably have never experienced a Christmas that you remember in your short life that didn't have a certain amount of technology influence in it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because from the time that you could remember Christmas, I'm guessing about how old you are, Quint.
I'm 14, so it was about 2010 is some of my first memories that I deeply remember.
And people sat around the Christmas dinner table with their cell phones. They used them to take pictures. You know, and I feel sorry for people in Quint's age range. But as with Quint, with what he is doing with Linux, that's going to carry it to the generation that he's in. I'm hoping that people that have experienced Christmas like I have are able to instill some of that into their holidays to carry that legacy on. Not Tim's legacy, but the legacy of, you know what, it's Christmas. There's a reason for Christmas. Let's observe that. And forget about the technology stuff.
I feel like every Christmas is just somebody goes out and buys a bunch of crap to give to other people, and then they open it, and then everybody gets stressed because they forgot something for this person. Like there's no Christmas spirit. Like nobody's really happy.
Quint, I give out credit cards instead of gifts because I'm done guessing what people really want, and I'd rather have them buy something they can use.
Yep.
So I get prepaid credit cards or gift cards, and that's what they get.
That's what I ask for a lot.
Left in my family anymore.
Yeah.
I have two cousins and their children, and that's it. That's all I have left in my family. I have no children.
Do you want one?
Do I want some?
No, do you want?
It might keep me busy for a while.
Yeah.
And here I was just going to ask Uncle Dan what he got me for Christmas. I'm just kidding, Dan. Just kidding.
But no, it's you know, it's all about getting back to the basics, it seems. So
yeah,
you know, I mean, really, how many iPads do you need? How many computers do you need? Okay, with me, it's 4. No, I'm just kidding. But
I have 3.
Hey, Quint.
Yeah.
The laptop that's in front of me, you ain't gonna believe what I did to it. I officially converted this thing to Fedora.
Congratulations.
we need to send Ricky a gift card to go see the psychologist.
I have a hard drive here for Fedora 29 on it.
I got Fedora 29 running right here. So come on, we have a quorum of Fedora going right now.
I'm not on Fedora right now, and I feel bad.
Okay,
I have,
Bob, you let us know what you think about that Fedora.
Yeah.
This is an HP Stream that has 4 gigs of RAM. It has 64 gig SSD. And this is the laptop that it was $200. This is the laptop that I travel with.
So it's about an 11.
If it gets stolen, it doesn't matter.
Does it have like a 11 or 12-inch screen?
Yeah, I think it's 11-inch.
I'm surprised that the webcam actually looks that well.
Yeah.
I have some Christmas one-liner jokes.
There were actually, when I was looking for laptops in this price range, this was my Christmas present last year. I found that most of them, except the ones by Dell and HP, had a locked BIOS.
Oh my.
Yeah, this is my wife's little Aces I got her a year and a half ago. And it's the same thing, 64. No, it's got 32 gig. Not the SSD. What do they call it? The E.
All right. So the meaning of Christmas is 64-bit.
It's the same thing. It's an eMMC. That's what's in this laptop too.
Okay, I'll start the Christmas jokes out. Why does Santa Claus like a garden?
So he can water it.
No, because he likes to ho. And I will tell you this right off the bat, that is the cleanest joke that I know.
Yes, I understand.
Hey guys, I'm gonna run.
Hey, we'll see.
Okay,
if I get to talk to you, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Vince. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Tosh.
Thank you.
That does remind me, Vince, if you're still here, I may not do a stream on Thursday. I may not do a patron stream on Thursday. I have no idea yet.
Yeah, I have finals all next week.
Fun.
Oh,
I actually had one on Friday too.
Okay.
So Quint, you're in what, 11th grade then?
No, I'm in 9th grade.
I would have figured you would be a few years
Well,
ahead.
they need to jump you up because you're using Fedora, so you're way smarter than the other kids, you know.
But they don't know that because I just say that I use Linux. I have my Mac.
They don't even know what Fedora is.
Yeah.
Really.
9th grade, that makes you a high school freshman, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I got my math right. My marbles are not completely gone.
We need to get Quint a T-shirt that says, "Yeah, you might beat up the freshmen, but I know how to use Fedora."
Yeah.
That would really screw up the bullies.
One of the things I saw a Linux meme that was, what do you know that makes us want to hire? It was an interview, and it was, what do you know that makes us want to hire you versus this other person? And it was, I know how to exit Vim, and they said you're hired.
I thought you were gonna say there's another one guy hiring going for a hacking job, right? He says, so why should I hire you for this job? He says, well, because I hacked into your computer and set the schedule.
Nice.
Did you see CJ's? I asked my girlfriend what she wanted for Christmas. She told me nothing would make her happier than a diamond necklace, so I bought her nothing.
I actually saw an ad that was it was for a jeweler that you can get a free Nintendo Switch with like some sort, I think it was like a diamond bracelet or something.
God.
Wow.
I saw it today actually.
Let's do some funny Christmas because these are online to get into the spirit of Christmas. Santa Claus has the right idea. Visit people only once a year.
Amen to that.
Okay, this is from The Godfather, kind of. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer, and receipts for all your major purchases.
Oh my God.
I haven't taken my Christmas lights down. They look so nice on the pumpkin.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Quint, this is kind of for you, sort of. Nothing is as mean as giving a child something useful for Christmas.
Oh snap.
What I like about Christmas is that you can make people forget the past with the present. Ha ha. I hate the radio this time of year because they play All I Want for Christmas Is You like every other song, and that's just not enough. Okay. A lovely thing about Christmas is that it's compulsory. Like a thunderstorm, we all go through it together.
Oh.
That's the true spirit of Christmas. People being helped by people other than me. Let's see what else we have here. Aren't we forgetting the true meaning of Christmas? You know, the birth of Santa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, CJ says, how do you know when Santa's in the room? You can sense his presence.
Jeez.
What kind of music do elves listen to? Rap.
The one thing women do not want to find in their stockings on Christmas morning is their husband.
Wow.
I
Okay.
actually know that it was my I think it was my dad. He woke up on Christmas morning before my mom did, and he forgot to put something in my mom's stocking, so he just stuck a $20 bill in there.
Oh my god.
This is a joke from a lady. Christmas here again. Let us raise a loving cup, peace on earth, goodwill to men, and make them do the washing up.
Oh.
Let's see. Anything else here that's good?
Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? They always drop their needles.
Bada bing, bada boom.
boy.
Okay, all right. Let's see here.
A snazzy butterfly said maybe I was a weird kid because I loved getting clothes as a kid.
Okay,
Wow.
well, what you need clothes? It's cold out there, you know.
See, here's
I
my-
did like some clothes that my grandmother gave me last year.
See, part of my thing with Christmas is, and I love the spirit of Christmas, everything that we're talking about here. But my thing is that when I shop, regardless of what it's for,
Yeah.
I want to spend more time in the car getting there
Mm.
than it takes in the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm in and out. I went and got a new pair of tennis shoes and a new pair of boots the other day. One morning, there are not a lot of people in the store. I was in and out. I think in about 11 minutes.
It's more enjoyable.
Yep.
This is from someone unknown. 3 phrases that sum up Christmas are peace on earth, goodwill to men, and batteries not included. Let's see here. Anything else here?
What kind of motorcycle does Santa ride? A Holly Davidson.
Okay.
I knew it was going to be something like
Yeah,
that. I just
yeah.
couldn't come up with the Holly part.
Let's see.
What do you call an old snowman? Water.
If you can't wrap Christmas presents well, at least make it look like they put up a good fight. Okay. Let's see. Christmas is a magical time of year. I just watched all my money magically disappear.
Yeah, I'm going to bed now.
All right.
Hey, I've got to go.
All right, Quinn.
Okay, Quinn.
Take care.
Tom,
Take
I will
care.
see if we can talk with my parents about getting a website done and everything.
Sure. Yeah. And I think really I think the best thing is why don't you take the lead on it and you just ask me if you
Yeah.
for questions and advice? I think that's
Yeah.
fine. That way you get the experience at it. So sure. Yeah, just ping me. Ping me sometime an email. I'll be around at least until, Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know what's going on after that. So.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
See you
guys.
later, man.
All right, see you later, Quinn. Merry Christmas to you if I don't
You
see you.
too.
before then.
Merry
Yep.
Christmas as
Merry
well.
Christmas. Yep.
I'll probably talk to you first. All right. What fall? Let's see. Now, what never eats Christmas dinner? The turkey.
Grinch?
It's stuffed.
Yeah, there you go.
How much did Santa pay for his sleigh? Nothing. It was on the house.
Where does Santa stay on a holiday? At a
holiday.
hotel.
Oh,
Oh, my.
hotel, yeah.
I was about
Yeah.
to say the Holiday Inn.
Yeah. Sending Christmas cards is a good way to let your friends and family know that you think they're worth the price of a stamp. Okay.
Did you know that Rudolph the reindeer never went to school? He was elf taught.
Hey, Anna Rita.
Hey, Anna Rita. How's it
Hello.
going?
Hi, Anna Rita.
Let's see. I get a little behind during Lent, but it comes out even at Christmas. Get it?
Oh my!
the size of the. Okay, all right.
What is a librarian's favorite Christmas song? Silent Night.
Mm-hmm. The best Christmas this is from a lady. The best Christmas present I got from my husband was a week to do whatever I wanted. Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah,
What
it's
do you call
nice.
a frozen elf hanging from the ceiling?
An elf sickle.
You must be reading
okay,
Silent Night.
okay.
Oh, yeah, there's the motorcycle one. I see that one.
Yeah.
The definition of Christmas. The time when everybody goes sentimental.
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 If you see a sign that says peep show, that doesn't mean they're letting you look at the presents before Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was an Elf, I think. The movie Elf.
There was an old Ronnie Dangerfield joke. He says, "Boy, my love life is so bad. I caught a peeping Tom booing me."
Oh my God.
That just popped into my head, but it's a good one. It's a classic. Boo.
What do Santa's elves learn in school?
What?
The alphabet.
Bada bing, bada bing. Okay. This is from a movie. Quote: "Damn, how can you give Kris Kringle a parking ticket on Christmas Eve? What's next? Rabies shots for the Easter Bunny?"
Yeah, that's from Home Alone.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, this one's for you, Tim. What do Santa's elves drink? A mini soda.
A mini soda.
I mean,
What does the Grinch do with a baseball bat?
Swing it.
No, he hits gnome runs.
Anna Rita, no. The party will not start once Toss wears his Speedo. No. Well, maybe in private. No, just kidding.
Here's one for my kitty over here. All right. What do you call a cat sitting on the beach on Christmas Eve? Sandy Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What do you call a kid who doesn't believe in Christmas? Or in Santa, rather. What do you call a kid who doesn't believe in Santa? A rebel without a clause. That one's pretty crafty there.
I'm looking at this picture of a funny Christmas card. You have the mask of Darth Vader, the black, and he has the reindeer horns on his head. And Darth Vader's saying, "I find your lack of holiday spirit disturbing." I like it.
Why did Frosty the Snowman ask for a divorce?
He was melting.
No, his wife was a total flake.
Oops,
Wow.
demonetized. Thanks.
Oh my
Where
lord!
does the snowman hide his money? In the snowbank.
Here's a thing, Anarita. The party's only going to start as soon as we hear Bertha the Belch belching all the way from Africa.
This is that was from that church blooper. Yeah, this is for a person who can appreciate a good biblical joke. It's a letter. Dear Mary, just admit that you slept with someone else. This is getting out of hand. Sincerely, Joseph.
Wow.
I have a screen share one. This showed up on my Debian or on my KDE computer the other day. So it's a Garfield. Santa knows if you've been bad, he keeps a list, you know. I guess that leaves only one thing to do. Someone hacked your naughty folder.
Good
What's
one.
Bert's favorite Christmas story?
Yeah.
What?
The Fish Who Stole Christmas.
What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs? Anything you want, he can't hear you. Man, I must be really tired because some of these are really funny.
This is a card. I'm assuming it's not a Hallmark card. But from the top of the card, you have these Christmas balls, these Christmas ornaments hanging on the string, and at the bottom it says, "I like your balls."
Oh my!
Okay, all right. Let's see what else.
Technology one. What do you get when you cross an iPad with a Christmas tree? A pineapple.
Bing, bopple, bing. Here's another Christmas card. You have a Christmas ornament hanging from one of the Christmas tree limbs, and it says, "Well hung." It's the tree. Literally, well, yeah.
What do you call the bankrupt Santa? Saint Nicholas.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Tom. I just thought of a joke for you, and I literally just made this up. What happens if you combine a boat with a piece of paper? The USS Gutenberg.
Oh, we did it, guys. Did
Oh,
you see
boy.
the chat? We did it.
What?
Anna Rita just said her wife just told her you guys made her pee her pants, so she was laughing. Yes, we did it.
Goal.
Yes. Goal. Yeah, right.
Of course, all of us guys on the chat over the age of 50 did that 20 minutes.
Yeah, really. Here's another Christmas card that's appropriate. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, everyone was on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate.
True.
This Christmas card, I gotta clean it up, but it says goodwill to all men, except Dave is a bleep, right? Yeah. Oh god. Okay, enough
Here
of
we go.
those. Those are getting dirtier. Yeah.
How is Christmas exactly like your job? You do all the work, and some fat guy in a suit gets all the credit.
Let's see. What did Adam say? Oh, this is like a Bible thing. What did Adam say on the day before Christmas? It's Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference? I'll probably demonetize anyway, but what is the difference between snowmen and snow women?
If we need to explain that to you.
Snowballs.
Snowballs.
All right. Speaking of that, this was a number of years ago. I go and catch a bus to get back home. You know, when I'm at Penn State campus when I was a graduate student, and somebody had taken at College and Allen. If you have gone to Penn State, you know where CNA is. So at College and Allen, there's this little brick walkway there where the big, like the central bus stop is downtown. And somebody literally built like 3 snowmen all sitting back like this. And somebody came along and put parts on them. Oh, Lord.
My favorite thing was when this was years ago. You know those deer that are like stick framed, and then they have the lights on them. I used to have a neighbor that I lived next door to, and we would screw around with each other back and forth. I would always go over and grab the deer and mount them on each other. And he would come home, and our bedroom was on the side of the house towards their driveway. And I would hear him come home and get out of the car and call me a couple of names. And the next morning I get up, and of course the deer would back and forth. So
why did they ask the turkey to join the band? He had the drumsticks.
Oh boy.
What is the cow's holiday greeting? Merry Christmas.
What
Why
did zombies put on their Christmas turkey?
Brains.
The gravy.
How does a sheep say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
what's that, Steve?
Feliz Navidad.
Oh,
Please, yeah. Well, I like that one. Why did the elf push his bed into the fireplace? He wanted to sleep like a log.
Okay. Here's a serious question: is anybody going to go out and buy one of the Kentucky Fried Chicken logs?
No.
Nope.
No.
The problem is, if you do that, you'll have all the neighbors' dogs just. And then your neighbors go, "What is wrong with this dog?" You know.
Oh man, I just see that Aunt Martha shows up to come in the front door. Where the hell did all these cats come from?
I know, really. Meow. Oh boy, what do you call a chicken? What do you call a chicken at the North Pole? Lost.
Yeah, really.
Here's one. If I don't know if Snazzy Butterfly's still watching, but Snazzy Butterfly, if you're watching, this one's for you. Why couldn't the butterfly go to the Christmas party? It was a mothball.
Why did Santa go to jail? He slayed an elf.
I was about to say he didn't have a get out of jail ticket.
Yeah, right. Who delivers presents to baby sharks at Christmas? Santa Jaws.
What do you call a frog hanging from the ceiling? Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Which one of Santa's reindeers has bad manners? Rudolph.
Oh my God!
Why did the gingerbread man go to the doctor? Because he was feeling very crummy.
What is green, white, and red all over? A sunburned elf.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Let's see, anything else here?
What do snowmen like to do on weekends? Chill out.
Well, of course.
Oh God, what happens? What happens to elves when they behave naughty?
Oh no!
Santa gives them the sack.
Here, fill this.
Oh God. Okay. What is a snowman's favorite breakfast? Ice Krispies.
Oh, I was gonna say snowflake.
I like that one. Let's see here. What do you call a greedy elf? Elfish, of course.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
You feel elfish today.
Elf, yeah.
What's One Direction?
That's a band, right, or something?
It's a band. Yeah.
What is it, like a boy band?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those boy bands like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were.
Oh boy, I don't know if I should say this one. Well, what the heck? What does One Direction and my Christmas tree have in common?
What?
They both have ornamental balls.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman? Can you smell carrot?
What?
Let's see here. What What do snowmen eat for lunch? Iceburgers, of course.
Of course.
Iceburgers.
What is a skunk's favorite Christmas song? Jingle Smells. Oh, God.
You guys did see the notice that Batman sent out, didn't you? That I had showed last night?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
What type of cars do elves drive? Toy Otas. Ha ha.
See, this is what Batman. I don't know if people can read that or not, but it says an important announcement from Batman regarding this time of year. I don't smell.
Appropriate.
Yep. And here's a stupid thing. I must be getting really old and really slow because it took me a while to figure that one out.
Let's see. All right, enough of that there. Let's see.
What did the bald man say when he got a comb for Christmas? Thanks. I'll never part with it.
Whoa.
Clever. I like that. Let's see. What else do we have here? Let's see here.
What do you call a gingerbread man with one leg bitten off? Limp Biscuit.
Oh,
exactly.
If a reindeer lost his tail, where would it go for a new one? A retail shop.
What do you call people who are afraid of Santa Claus?
Claustrophobic.
What do I better not say this one. I'm not gonna say that one.
One day a little boy wrote to Santa Claus, "Please send me a sister." Santa Claus wrote back, "Okay, send me your mother." All right, I will be banned here shortly from.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one, though. I will say it's a good.
For some reason, that version of Santa Claus would be somewhat close to Billy Bob Thornton and Bad Santa. I'm thinking.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
What do you get when you cross Father Christmas with Sherlock Holmes? Santa clues.
Elementary.
Santa clues.
I bought my son a fridge for Christmas. I can't wait to see his face light up when he opens it. Okay.
That kind of reminds me of the lady. She goes to a psychologist and says, "You know, you got to talk to my husband. He thinks he's a refrigerator." And the psychologist says, "You know, there's not really anything wrong with that." She says, "Yeah, but he sleeps with the mouth open and the light keeps me awake."
This is actually a good pickup line. I kind of like this. I'm going to have to use this. If I was the Grinch, I would not steal Christmas. I'd steal you. I like that. Yeah. That's one for that dude. Oh, yeah, I like that. It's clean and it's... okay. What is the best evidence that Microsoft has a monopoly?
Oh, no.
Santa Claus had to switch from chimneys to windows.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another pickup. Let's both be naughty this year and save Santa the trip. Ha ha.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I just pulled up a list of Christmas pickup lines. I'm gonna see if there's any that are appropriate.
Okay.
Yes. Scoreboard. Turtle OS today 1. Microsoft 0.
That's right. Let's see here. I like this other one-liner. You are the reason Santa even has a naughty list. Good one. I like that. Yeah.
What do you say we make this a not so silent night?
A good one. I know it's not Christmas, but Santa's lap is always ready. Good one.
Okay.
What's the difference between Tiger Woods and Santa?
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh man.
Santa stopped at 3 hoes.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, anybody out there. I know I'm on the edge here, but this is just an example. This is an example of male bonding. In case
You know what?
Yeah.
We're already there. There's just one finger on the flusher.
Yeah, really. So
Well, seeing as how we went there, here's one. Okay, a male elf went to the doctor. He was sitting in the room, and nurse walked in, and the blushing elf said, "I'm kind of scared. I don't want you to laugh when I drop my pants." The nurse says, "Don't worry. I'm a nurse. I won't laugh." Blushing, the elf dropped his trousers. "It's okay," she said. "I've seen lots of things smaller than that." "Really?" the relieved elf asked. She nodded and said, "Yeah. I used to work in the maternity ward."
What did the little Mexican boy get for Christmas? My bike. Okay.
Yeah, I did not find a single one of these pickup lines that are appropriate.
Okay. All right. Well, don't. Yeah. We're already on the edge.
There were some there that were kind of funny, but they were well over the edge.
This is clever. This is on the edge, but it's clever. Why does, and kids probably will not get this, but it says here, why does Santa Claus have such a big sack? He only comes once a year. Okay.
Well, that's worse than some of the other ones I read.
Okay,
Here's a not too bad one. Are you Christmas? Because I want to marry you.
What do you call Santa's helpers? Subordinate clauses. Ha ha. Santa's lap isn't the only place wishes come true. Aww.
Here's a Santa pickup line. I know you've been bad or good, so let's skip the small talk.
What does a drug addict dream about on Christmas Eve? Building a snowman using only cocaine. Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Black ice isn't the only thing I'm falling for. There, that's clean.
Yep. Let's see here.
Call me Rudolph because you just slayed me.
I like some of those. Yeah, some good ones. Yeah.
Can I take a picture of you so I can show Santa exactly what I want for Christmas?
Oh boy.
Let's see. My son is so wow. No, I won't go there. It's funny, but I'm not gonna go there. Okay.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my fast food drive-through gave to me 12 bags of Pepto, 11 pounds of blubber, 10 baked potatoes, 9 Polish hot dogs, 8 bowls of chili, 7 pints of coleslaw, 6 chocolate milkshakes, 5 onion rings, 4 egg McMuffins, 3 Biggie fries, 2 Happy Meals, and a big bacon classic with cheese.
Oh, good
go.
one.
Oh man.
You live in Neglu because you seem pretty cool to me.
Here's a technology joke, and from now on, when I say I will never be sponsored by Samsung, that's for sure. So here's the joke. I wasn't planning on giving Christmas gifts this year until I heard about those exploding Samsung Galaxy phones.
Yeah, they borderline between a phone and a hand grenade.
Yep.
Boom! There it is.
Boom. There it is. Yeah. Bada bing. Well, that's all I
Hey,
have.
let me take you out on a first date in the snow. I promise I'm not a flaky person.
Oh my god.
See, that's the kind of one-liner that either the girl loves you for it or just thinks you're a complete, dork or something, So you have a 50-50 chance, If a girl said that to me, I would find it funny, Let's see here. Assuming, of course, that when she said that, she wasn't doing this. Yeah, but...
Just like the drunk auction the drunk car auction salesman or whatever he was. Okay.
Right, yeah. Right. Do I hear 5,000? Ooh, okay, yeah.
Hey, don't laugh. That's becoming popular around here since they passed it.
Hey, Toss.
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Avery.
Avery who?
A very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I didn't think I was a snowman, but you just made my heart melt.
See, here's a new Christmas song for the holidays. All I want for Christmas is my parents' freaking Wi-Fi password.
Hey, Toss. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Snow.
Snow who?
There's snow business like show business.
Yeah. This is from Mrs. Grinch. She's angry. His heart wasn't the only thing that was 2 sizes too small.
Oh.
Well, since we had that one of Santa's pickup lines was, all the best presents need batteries.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Right, yeah. Let's see. Is a life insurance policy a bad holiday gift?
Oh, why didn't Guns N' Roses turn up for the gig when it was snowing? Axel froze.
Bada bing.
Thank you, Steve. What is it called when a snowman has a temper tantrum? A meltdown.
A melt.
Another one from Steve.
I'm guessing because of that, Guns N' Roses couldn't go to Paradise City.
A little girl climbed onto Santa's lap. Santa asked the usual, "And what would you like for Christmas, little girl?" The girl stared at him, open mouth and horrified for a minute, then gasped, "Didn't you get my email?"
This Christmas, give the gift of peace. Add a little Prozac to the cookies.
Ooh, I've got the keys to the sleigh tonight.
Let's see here.
Why did this snowman get excited?
I think I know the answer to that one, but
Here, there's no more coming.
What's a snowman's favorite rock and roll band? Avalanche.
There's a kind of a funny one here, but it's a little too far on the extreme. If we're still on when you go off air, I'll think about it.
Okay, all right, mark that. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, this is bad. A woman shortly before Christmas told her husband that she would like something able to go from 0 to 100 in less than 4 seconds. It goes without saying that she wanted a new car. The husband was a bit of a cheapskate, so for Christmas he got her a scale.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. What?
It's a little harsh.
Yeah. Thank goodness Christmas is a state of mind. I'd hate for it to be the state of my bank account.
Okay. Okay.
Here's one for the ladies in the house. Two young girls are talking during school recess. One asked the other one, what did you ask for Christmas? The other little girl replied, a Tampax. What is that? The other girl asked. She says, I don't know, but if you have one of those, you can go horseback riding to the gym, ride a bike. That's a take on the old. Okay, that's a take on the commercials.
Let's see.
I wonder if there's any odd news tonight.
Husband says, what do you want for Christmas? Wife says a divorce. Husband says, can you think of anything cheaper?
Oh jeez. Oh man. Here it says, gimme. My kid's getting into the Christmas spirit.
Wow.
Oh, here's a fun news article. I've jumped over to crazy news. Rocco the cheeky parrot keeps using Amazon's Alexa to order snacks. Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirmed.
Exactly.
Oh my. Well, let's see. It is 8 minutes till midnight, so we'll probably wrap this up at midnight, I guess. Yep. Let's see what we have here.
Oh my gosh. I just thought of the one thing Alexa could do. I think, Tom, you're going to like this one. Alexa, destroy WordPress.
There you go.
So I have a question with these Alexa things. I've seen them in stores.
Yep.
Do they have an on-off switch?
You can mute it.
You can, yeah.
And is that a hardware switch or a software switch?
Try it on the top. Hit the button.
Yeah, software switch. So, in theory, you can mute it.
So this is this stupid me sitting here, right? I've got the remote here for our new smart TV, and it's got the little microphone deal right there, and right above it, there's a little hole.
Yeah.
So that means that this thing could be sitting here listening to me the entire time.
It could be
possible. It's usually triggered by the quote-unquote magic word or the keyword. That's how it's supposed to work.
In his case, the remote has a button. You'd have to hold the button to say it. But in theory, it's still a software button, so it could be bypassed.
It's made in China. They're listening.
So if I really, really wanted to get at this thing, I could eat a bunch of Hormel chili, drink a couple of beers, and then sit on this.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the wife might wonder what the hell happened to the remote control the next time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I was listening to his house stream with his friend last week, and he was talking about something about OK Google. So I said OK Google, and my phone activated.
There you go.
Mine did it too.
What nationality is Santa Claus? North Polish. What does Santa have in common with the Tooth Fairy? They're both nocturnal. Duh. Anyway. A young boy said to his little sister, Santa works hard all year long making toys. You have to be good or he won't bring you any for Christmas. The sister replied, how can he be working hard when he's always just hanging around the mall? Good answer.
Good answer.
Honest to a fault.
Totally.
Oh, I do know another clean joke. How many country western singers does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
5. 1 to change the bulb, and 4 to sing about how much they miss the old one. See, I knew another clean joke.
Yeah.
Man is freed after 2 days stuck in an empty restaurant's grease vent.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he trying to break in or something?
Yeah. Oh, Tom, this one's for you. This is a religious joke. A guy goes to the post office and asks the clerk for some new holiday stamps. The clerk behind the counter asks which denomination. The guy pauses and thinks, "Give me 5 Jewish, 2 Lutheran, and 7 Catholic." Well, 6-year-old boy. I don't want to go to church on Christmas. Mother, it's important to celebrate the birth of Jesus. The boy says, but we don't even know him.
My god!
How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for the Fresh Prince.
Ba-da-bum.
Was he on that show?
Yeah, he was
Fresh
the
Prince
main
of Bel-Air, yeah. This is before he became famous.
Yeah, I didn't know that was him.
He had a famous rap song, Parents Just Don't Understand, or something like that, yeah. Anyway. Right, Snazzy Butterfly, yeah.
What happens if you play a country song back? You
Your
get your truck back.
your dog back.
That's about right. That's like Hallmark in reverse, a Hallmark movie in reverse, right? Yeah.
Oh, I know another clean joke.
Okay.
How many Swedish guys does it take to make popcorn? 5. 1 to hold the pan and 4 to shake the stove. Boy, if I think about this long enough, I might come up with another one. No,
German
that's it.
chocolate factory spill makes for a sweet street.
Yeah, I saw the
Last night I
picture of
mentioned,
that
yeah,
today.
it does look sweet, yeah.
It looks really good,
Yeah,
too.
I know.
And that is so disappointing because German chocolate is great.
Mhm.
You thought an oil slick was slippery. German chocolate's much more slippier.
Yep.
Isn't over in your Carmine with Italian descent? Is it in Europe? Isn't German chocolate considered second to only Swiss chocolate?
I would say so. I mean, it's
Okay.
been a while since I've had true German. But yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yep. It would have been funny if after they spilled that German chocolate, they would have spilled German beer right on the chocolate, you know. But yeah.
Can't drink German beer. Too hoppy for me.
You
Oh my
know,
goodness.
if you can get a whole bunch of things by playing a country song backwards, I wonder what happens if you played a song from Beethoven backwards.
Get a headache. Oh my goodness! I finally get to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, what time is your stream tomorrow?
8 o'clock.
I'm kind of voting on more like 2.
My friend.
I'm just kidding. I should be up.
All right, last call for comments here, and we'll wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben replied back. He sent me an email, so
Okay.
I will send him that laptop on behalf of all of us. I've got your thing that's going to come to you too.
Okay.
Cost.
Okay. I'm just looking at the ticker feed real quick and see if anything funny catches my eye here. I thought I saw something on self-driving car or something. Let me wait till it refreshes.
In my honest opinion, I think self-driving cars are just a little too dangerous.
I think that's going to be a big responsibility problem.
Were Taylor Swift fans tracked at her gig? Tom, what's up with that?
There was a kiosk that had the footage of her warm-up presentation. This was a concert back in May, and it had a facial recognition camera there. They were using it to analyze across the list of suspected Taylor Swift stalkers to see if any of them were showing up at the concert.
Oh,
which is
I guess
perfectly legal because
I could
the
see
concert
that.
is considered
Right.
a private venue.
I
But
could see that, yeah.
it raises a couple of questions. One question is, did people know about it? Because in theory, while being legal, it should still be something that is stated. But secondly, what is being done with all of those photos? Are they being kept and stored, or are they being disposed of? So
I mean, you don't want to tip off the potential. Yeah. I mean, that's
shaky ground.
It's a tough call. I suppose you want to err on the side on the judgment of safety, but I don't know.
They did that at the Super Bowl some years back.
Did
though.
they? Okay.
Yeah, they set up facial cameras with facial recognition.
And the difference is that it was publicly known.
Yes.
Okay.
This Taylor Swift concert, it was not publicly known.
Well, back when they did it at the Super Bowl too. Now, I mean, a lot of people didn't understand what facial recognition was.
Yeah.
They thought they could put on a pair of glasses, or they could wear a baseball hat, or they could possibly be not cleanly shaven. And people thought, well, yeah, okay, screw this. And they went to the Super Bowl anyways. Well, that's not what facial recognition software looks for. So they got caught anyways.
Yeah, and again, though, people knew it was there in theory. So if you were seriously concerned, you would know to, maybe I'll steer clear of that. And this one, it's for sure they didn't.
This is a weird headline. People are harassing Waymo's self-driving cars.
Duh. Okay, this is America, people. You realize that here in America, that's like somebody up in Canada made this amazing hitchhiking robot. You guys hear this story a couple years back, right? So someone in Canada made this hitchhiking robot. This thing literally hitchhiked all across Canada, all across Europe, shows up on America, and in one day it was mugged and destroyed in Philadelphia.
Jeez.
Duh. What do you think is going to happen to Waymo's self-driving cars? Of course.
But how do you harass a computer? A DDR4 RAM up yours, pal. I mean, how do you?
I get to see that the rainbow comes from Europe, or the robot comes from Europe. It's got like peace signs on it and stuff like that, and little
bunch of thugs took it out in Philadelphia.
Yeah, it goes into Philadelphia. It comes out looking like a boxcar.
I know, and the robot does not compute.
Johnny 5 is not alive.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
That robot was a casualty of the RNRF command.
Ooh. Oh boy.
The self-driving car is not going to find a Radio Shack.
Yeah,
really.
Student says she gave cookies containing grandfather's ashes to classmates.
Oh my God.
What poses, people? So are we doing another one of these fun-filled adventures tomorrow evening, Total OS today?
No, we're not.
You've had enough of our ugly faces?
Yeah, I've had enough. No. Tomorrow's my last live stream, at least for this year, but it'll be maybe Life in Linux.
Any topic ideas?
Yeah. Year in review, probably the technology news of the year or something like that. Something short, maybe some. I'll let you know. I don't think anything planned tomorrow night, but it'll probably be between 9 and 9:30. I don't want to go on late tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel burned out. So.
Yeah. I'll be around. I'll probably co-stream it on mine too, I think.
Okay. So.
Everybody in the comments section, smash that like button. Support everybody here.
And we have a matching piece going on.
Tim, my beloved co-host for most of the shows for this year, or some of the shows, will match any contributions to the channel. And thank you all for another year of 8 years of this channel. So
we're going to make sure that there's 8 more years too.
That would be awesome. I need to call my dad to see how he's doing. It's been a couple weeks. I know overseas in Italy, things get quiet. People go on vacation and they don't care to work that much, and so I know there's nothing going on there as far as that goes. It's a whole different ball game there. I mean, this March when they had the elections, there were 19 parties running. I'm like, 19? We can't do stuff here with 2. You know.
Well, with Christmas in Italy, if I understand correctly, it kind of starts right at the beginning of December. and runs all the way through to New Year's, right?
Yeah, it's a whole month. I mean, they do know how to celebrate. I think last year he told me around this year. Of course, last year was the heat wave, but they shut down the film studio in Rome where they did the editing for the film. They just said, "Nah, we're done," you know.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing really happens around the holidays. It's just the way it is, and maybe that's the way it should be. Spend more time with your family.
Yep.
And maybe that's the way it should be, you know. So I can't say I blame them.
Hopefully, for 2019, you'll be able to live stream. Hopefully, something happens.
This has been a long year. You know, a lot of focus on my dad to try to get things done, and you know, he had 3 private screenings overseas. That, I mean, press-wise, it went well, but politics got in the way. That's why no deal. So, you know, that's why I'm wishing more humanity at Christmas and all year versus politics. So, you know,
I think the killer Shih Tzu has to go outside and do her nightly thing.
Okay.
So I am turning into a pumpkin. I need some sleep.
Alrighty. Okay.
Hey, we'll see you, Tim.
I'll see you tomorrow night if you want to send me a link if it's one of those deals. If not, I will definitely jump on and hit the chat.
Absolutely. Okay. Sounds good.
All of you gentlemen, take care of yourself. Have a great Saturday night, and I'll catch you next time.
All right.
Thank you.
Later.
All right.
Take care, guys. God bless each and every one of you guys.
You too, Tim.
Take care, Tim.
Take care.
All right. Here in the live chat, I'm going to stop it, but Switch can tell me that dirty joke after.
All right.